Hi everyone, welcome back to the lecture series of Tribology and Terotechnology. I am Joshi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let us continue our third chapter, that is lubrication of bearings. In previous session we covered different topics like mechanics of fluid flow, theory of hydrodynamic lubrication, lubricant viscosity, mechanism of pressure development in lubricant film. In today's session, we will cover different topics like Reynolds equation, then idealized bearing, and infinite long plane fixed slide. Now, first of all, we will discuss about the Reynolds equation. In 1886, Reynolds derived an equation to estimate the pressure distribution for fluid film lubrication. Quantification of fluid film lubrication can be made by solving Reynolds equation, which provides fluid film pressure as a function of coordinates and time. Reynolds equation helped to predict the hydrodynamic, squeeze and hydrostatic film mechanism. To model the pressure as a function of angle of inclination and the film thickness, let us consider a differential fluid element dx, dy and of dx and the depth is dz, which has a certain forces acting on it, neglecting the gravity and inertia forces, as you can see here in the diagram. Okay. Now, pressure on the left area is dz into dy is P. Pressure on the right face is P plus del P by del x into dx, as you can see here in the diagram. The shear stress on the bottom of the differential element of area is dx into dz, which is equal to the tau. The shear stress on the top of the element is tau plus del t by del y into dy. On balancing of the forces in x direction, we can get P plus del P by del x into dx into dz dy plus tau dz into dx minus tau plus del T by del tau by del y into dz into dx minus P dz into dy, which is equal to 0. This is equation 1. Okay, or we can write dp by dx is equal to d tau by dy. Now, assuming Newtonian behavior of fluid, we can say tau is equal to eta del u by del y. Now, where u is the fluid velocity in x direction, now on substituting equation 3 in equation 2, we can get del p by del x is equal to eta del square u by del y square. Okay. Similarly, on force balance in z direction, okay, del P by del Z is equal to eta del square omega by del Y square. Equation 5 is based on the different assumption. First assumption is negligible inertia terms. Second assumption is negligible pressure gradient in the direction of film thickness, which is bidirection. And the behavior of the fluid is Newtonian behavior. Now, to find the velocity u in the x direction, integrate del P by del x. Okay, is equal to eta del square u by del y square 2 times. On integrating first time, we can get eta del u by del y, which is equal to del p by del x y plus c1. Okay, and on integrating second time, we can get eta u is equal to del p by del x y square by 2 plus c1 y plus c2. Now, assuming no slip at liquid solid boundary, this means y is equal to 0, u small u is equal to capital U, y is equal to h and u is equal to 0. Okay, these are the boundary condition. Substituting this boundary condition in equation 7, we can get the constant C1 and C2. Now, by putting this boundary condition, eta u is equal to del p by del x into 0 square divided by 2 plus c1 into 0 plus c2. So, eta u is equal to c2. Or 0 del p by del x, 0 is equal to del p by del x, h square by 2 plus c1 h plus c2. So, is equal to minus eta u divided by h minus del p by del x h by 2, which is equal to c2. So we can get the value of c2. Now on substituting the value of c1 and c2 in equation 7, we can get the final equation, which is u is equal to y square minus yh upon 2 eta del p by del x plus 1 minus y by h into u. Okay, so there are two velocity terms, shear flow and flow due to pressure gradient. Okay, the flow terms retard the fluid flow at entrance. Term Watt's flow at exit as indirect. Okay, so similarly flow velocity in z direction, we can get the equation omega is equal to y square minus y h upon 2 eta del p by del z plus 1 minus y by h into w z. Now continuity equation for incompressible fluid can be expressed as del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del z, which is equal to 0. Now this equation is based on the following assumption. First one, inertia terms are negligible. Then second one is pressure gradient in the direction of film thickness is negligible. Then third one is fluid is Newtonian fluid. Okay. The fourth assumption is constant value of viscosity. This velocity of the viscosity is constant. The fifth one is there is a no slip at a liquid slip boundary. Okay. The sixth assumption is neglecting angle of inclination for coordinate system, and the flow is incompressible. Now integrating equation 13 in y direction from y is equal to 0 to y is equal to h. First we will integrate this equation. Integration limit up to 0 to h del u by del x dy plus integrating limit 0 to h dv plus integrating limit 0 to h del w by del z dy is equal to 0. So we can get u is equal to y square into yh divided by 2 eta del p by del x plus u1 minus u2 y by h plus u2. And w is equal to y square minus yh upon 2 eta del p by del zeta plus w1z minus w2z y by h plus w2. So using Lane-Witt's rules, we can get integrating limit a to b del u by x upon del x dy is equal to d by dx integrating limit a to b u dy minus u bx dv by dx plus u ax dA by dx. Using this integrating limit 0 to h del u x by dx by dx by del x into dy, which is equal to del by del x integrating limit 0 to h u x y dy minus u x h del h by del x, okay, which is equal to minus h cube by 12 eta into del p by del x plus h2 by 2 u1 minus u2 plus u2 into h. So finally we can get minus h cube by 12 eta del p by del x plus h2 by 2 u1 plus u2. Okay. Now further integrating integration of the 0 to h limit del u by del x into dy, which is equal to del by del x minus h cube by 12 eta del p by del x plus h by 2 u1 plus u2 minus u1 del h by del x. Okay. So finally we get integrating limit 0 to h del w by del z dy is equal to minus del by z del z h cube by 12 eta dp by del z plus 1 by 2 del w1z minus w2z divided by del z into h. Okay. Now del by del x into h cube by eta into del p by del x plus del by del zeta into h cube by eta del p by del zeta is equal to 0. For hydrodynamic case, this equation will be reduced to del by del x h cube by eta del p by del x plus del by del z h cube by eta del p by z del z is equal to 6 del by del x u2 minus u1 into h plus del by del z w2z minus w1z into h. For squeeze film case, this equation will be reduced to del by del x h cube by eta del p by del x plus del by del z h cube by eta del p by del z, which is equal to 12 vh minus v0. Okay. Now this is the finalized equation of the Reynolds equation. Now what are the limitations of Reynolds equation? First limitation is inertia forces are neglected. Then the constant value of lubricant viscosity is accounted. Then compressibility of the lubricant is ignored. The next limitation is the lubricants are assumed to be Newtonian and the variation of pressure across the film is assumed to be negligible. Now we will discuss about the idealized bearing. What is idealized bearing? Now it is very difficult to get closed form solution of Reynolds equations. Assumptions are made to simplify the bearing by neglecting lubricant flow in either x or z direction of the The closed form of solution obtained for idealized bearing provide an understanding of geometric parameters and their effect on the bearing performance. Now we will discuss about the infinitely long plane fixed slider. Now, to support the load by hydrodynamic bearing, there is a need of conversing wedge. To form fluid wedge between two infinitely long planes, there are two possibilities as you can see in the figure. The fixed taper can be machined into either the stationary or moving face of the bearing. Now let us consider a fixed slider bearing as you can see here in the diagram, where the length B of the slider is much larger than the dimension L. In such case, it is considered that there is no flow of lubricant in Z direction. No pressure drop in the Z direction, so del P by del Z is equal to 0, and no variation in film thickness along Z direction, so dH by dZ is also 0. Implementing these assumptions in equation 32, we can get del by del x into h cube by eta dp by del P by del x is equal to 6 del by del x u into h. Due to this simplification, equation 1 can be represented in the definite different form, which is equal to del P by del x is equal to 6 mu n h plus constant divided by h. Here Hm is the film thickness at the location of maximum pressure. On substitution of the value of constant in equation, we can get dp by dx is equal to 6u eta into h minus hm by h cube. 6u eta upon h square. Integrating dx 1 plus m minus mx by l whole square minus integrating y dx 1 plus m minus m into x by l whole cube plus c1. So p is equal to 6 u eta into l upon mx square 1 upon 1 plus m 1 minus x by l minus m plus 1 divided by 2 plus m 1 plus m 1 minus x by l whole square plus c1. So there are two constant lambda and c1. To find the expression for this constant, two boundary condition p is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0 and at x equal to l can be used based on this boundary condition. We can get value of c1 which is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus m and lambda is equal to 1 plus m into 2 divided by 1 plus m divided by 2 into 2 plus m. Now on substituting this equation, we can get a final equation p is equal to 6u eta into l divided by mx square 1 divided by 1 plus m 1 minus x by l minus m plus 1 2 by m 1 plus m 1 minus x by l whole square minus 1 by 2m. So we can get final equation w is equal to 6u eta lp upon h square integration limit 0 to l 1 plus m into 1 divided by 1 plus m into 1 minus x by l minus m plus 1 2 plus m into 1 plus m 1 minus x by l square minus 1 plus 2 m 2 plus m into dx. So we can get final equation w is equal to 6u eta l square b divided by m square h square log 1 plus m minus 2m m plus 2. So this is the infinitely long plane fixed slider. Thank you for watching this video.